Things just got a whole load worse for Meghan Markle because her sister Samantha ain't going anywhere.
So imagine everyone thinks the royal life is all shiny and perfect. But behind the big fancy doors, there is so much drama and secrets, and people are whispering about who did what, and nothing is really as nice as it seems. And you would not believe the stuff that goes on while everyone is smiling for the cameras and pretending everything is great. And it's wild how much they hide. And it makes you wonder if anyone is really happy up there, or if it's just all for show. And honestly, it's kind of juicy to think about all the little messes they try to keep hidden from us.
People think her kids are fake. They think they're AI.
So people say Meghan Markle's perfect image is starting to crack, and everyone is noticing little problems behind the scenes. And it's juicy to see the real stuff showing through.
She delivered it like an actress delivered it, an opera responded going, wow.
And right in the middle of all the drama is her half-sister Samantha Markle, and everyone is watching what she will do next, because she seems to stir up even more trouble.
In my opinion, she would still be a waitress if it wasn't for Dad.
For years, people have called Samantha the bitter outsider, and everyone thinks she's always causing drama and staying on the edge of the royal story.
Silence everybody and just produce a DNA sample.
But people say Samantha has kept receipts that could totally change the story and make everyone see things in a whole new way, and it's making the gossip even juicier.
I do believe because there are no delivery certificates.
We are talking about photos, timelines, and family secrets that could totally challenge what everyone thought really happened, and it's like a bomb waiting to go off in the royal story.
Meghan Markle likely spent time with Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein before she even met Prince Harry.
And now people are whispering in court that these secrets are not just family gossip anymore, and things might get serious, and everyone is curious what will happen next.
Listen, I brought Meghan Markle, whatever her name is, to my Deal or No Deal celebrity golf tournament.
They are being shown in a way that could shake Meghan's reputation in Hollywood, the media, and even in royal circles. And everyone is watching to see how it all unfolds.
They want to hide their secrets, and I just love digging away to find out what they don't want us to.
But the shocking thing is, what Samantha has revealed might not just show contradictions in Meghan's story, but could also cause drama that reaches the top, from Hollywood producers to palace insiders in London. And everyone is talking about it non-stop.
She was one of my Deal or No Deal girls that were, she was a caddy for all of my celebrities.
Harry, being a simple soul, has easily changed to suit Meghan's agenda.
So get ready, because what began as a fight between sisters is turning into a wild story of loyalty, betrayal, and shocking secrets that no one, not even Meghan, can control. And honestly, the craziest part is still coming, and everyone is waiting to see what happens next.
It is interesting how she's exposing her as a yacht girl, someone who was paid off by rich men to go and hang out.
So for years, Samantha Markle was seen as the bitter, jealous shadow in Meghan Rise, and everyone thought she was just a background character. But people who know say that was way too simple and convenient. And now insiders say Samantha, who is in her 60s and dealing with health problems, has been quietly collecting old family photos, school memories, shared milestones, and letters that go against the story. Meghan tells about her childhood, and people say this was not just about resentment. It was her way of keeping the truth safe, knowing that Meghan fame would one day drag the whole family into the spotlight.
I don't like to say it, but I gotta say it. I don't know of anybody that cold to do this.
While Meghan's story played out on Oprah's stage and Netflix fancy shows, Samantha stayed in the background, feeling erased and blamed by stories that made Meghan the victim and her the opportunist. But people close to the situation say Samantha was never going to stay quiet forever. She waited patiently for the right time to challenge what the world thinks and show what she believes is real. And insiders say that time has finally come.
Yeah, well, it's as if Meghan is now trying to turn your own daughter against you.
Right.
People close to the story say Samantha's persistence has pushed this family fight far past tabloids and talk shows. And now serious eyes have to ask if Meghan's story was really as perfect as it looked. And for everyone watching, it's shocking, because the woman once ignored is now a main player in a royal drama that feels more like a Hollywood thriller than a family quarrel. But the real storm starts. Not with Samantha speaking out, but with the claims she is sharing. Because what she reveals next is about Meghan, most famous interview, and it could change everything.
I grew up as an only child, which everyone who grew up around me knows. I would have loved to have had siblings. That's why I'm so excited to be pregnant, so that Archie has someone.
When Meghan sat with Oprah in that famous interview, one line hit millions. She said, she grew up like an only child, and it sounded so emotional and made her seem like she faced the world alone. But insiders say that claim might have started one of her biggest controversies, because people close to Samantha say Meghan ignored years of family moments that prove otherwise, and old photos from birthdays, graduations, and normal everyday life show the sisters together, even into adulthood. And one picture from 2008 shows Meghan at Samantha College graduation, long after Meghan made it seem like they had drifted apart.
I mean, her father is recovering from a stroke, literally about a 3-hour drive. I mean, could you believe that? She doesn't have a father.
People who know the family remember Samantha driving Meghan to school, helping with homework, and even going on shopping trips. And those things don't match Meghan TV image of being alone. And critics say this makes her less believable, while defenders say Meghan may have meant emotionally alone. But the pictures tell a different story, and the contrast is clear. Meghan, crying about loneliness versus proof of regular family time with Samantha. Insiders say this was the breaking point. Interview wasn't just a story. It was history being made, and Samantha felt her role was being erased. And that frustration turned into determination and pushed her to show evidence she thinks no one can ignore.
I'll tell you why. What she told the royal family, what she told Harry, wouldn't have jived, wouldn't have been consistent with the truth.
After people heard Meghan only child claim, do you think it was just a slip or a choice? Because what began as a messy family fight quickly got way darker, and insiders say Samantha Markle became the unexpected target of a storm she never saw coming. After Meghan, big interviews went worldwide. People say Samantha got bombarded with scary messages from some of Meghan's most aggressive online fans. And these were not normal critical comments. Insiders say the threats were violent, graphic, and very specific, with mentions of acid attacks. Threats that made Samantha move homes, and coordinated harassment that seemed meant to break her emotionally and socially.
You were paying multi-million-dollar PR firms to tell your story the way you controlled it, the way you wanted it told, while you also disparaged and silenced others.
Court papers say there were attempts to mess with Samantha public records, making her look horrible or abusive, and people close to the story say it felt like a planned attack to ruin her reputation. Behind the headlines, insiders say Samantha was shaken trying to understand how telling her side could cause such danger. And what worried everyone was not just how bad the harassment was, but that it seemed organized. Not random trolls with groups working together, spreading hashtags and fake images like a full campaign. And Samantha, who already had health struggles, faced a huge wave of online hate. But instead of staying quiet, insiders say this only made her more determined to speak up, showing herself not as the villain in Meghan's story, but as someone surviving targeted attacks.
Someday Meghan's going to realize that she's obviously missing out on a family. I mean, we're all still together all the time, no matter what.
And just as the online attacks were at their worst, a new chapter began when Meghan and Harry signed their huge Netflix deal, which pushed the family feud onto a bigger stage with Samantha. Right in the spotlight, the deal was sold as a way for Meghan and Harry to tell their story. Insiders say the documentary did more than amplify Meghan's voice. It dragged Samantha into the global spotlight, with one explosive moment when Christopher Boozy, a tech guy and Meghan supporter, called Samantha part of a hate group, making her seem like a dangerous online troublemaker, which was so different from the reality of a 60-year-old woman with health problems. Critics say this backfired instead of showing Meghan as victim. It made people question why someone so vulnerable was framed as a real threat. Insiders say Samantha saw the documentary as the final straw.
And when you're pregnant, there's not a pillow under your skirt. And there's live footage of her walking towards camera with her abdomen swaying left to right in a black and white checkered dress.
Samantha tried to push back quietly, but the Netflix show blasted her name and face to millions, making her look bad. And instead of silencing her, it gave her more reason to fight back. And then Meghan father Thomas Markle jumped in with blunt revelations that sparked even more family chaos.
I think she's taking advantage of a very weakened man and getting him to say things that you just shouldn't be saying on television.
Thomas called Meghan image fake, saying her lonely childhood story was not true, and insiders say his words backed Samantha claims, turning a sibling feud into a family-wide rift before talk shifted to the bigger pregnancy controversy.
So all of the pictures, my point is, out there were inconsistent with the idea of a real pregnancy.
One of the biggest dramas around Meghan is the constant rumors about her pregnancies, which reignited after a hospital video showed her moving in ways people called strange, with some saying her bump looked off, while many dismiss it. The talk kept her tied to controversy, and palace insiders were unsettled, calling it tragic. Critics say it fits the pattern of Meghan, curating her image too much, and it gave Samantha more reason to claim her public persona is not real.
I don't think anybody at Netflix could have seen the show before it went out, because it's not entertainment, it's not edifying in any way. It's really, really bizarre.
Meghan Hollywood Rise looked unstoppable with her title and Netflix deal, but insiders say the buzz is fading after her cooking show flopped and studios are now hesitant. Some whisper Harry is pulling back from her projects. Critics see her brand losing power, while supporters say Hollywood takes time, and palace insiders hint the royals may be quietly enjoying her struggles.
And I travelled the world with him, and I did really enjoy working with him. But, now I really don't care if I ever see him again, because the way he's behaved towards the king and our queen and his brother and his sister-in-law is appalling.
So now everyone is asking if the Netflix documentary helped or actually hurt Meghan, because palace insiders say the royals are secretly watching all the drama with fascination and a little bit of satisfaction, since they warned her long ago that using the media and family drama for her own story would backfire. And it really looks like those warnings are coming true. Reports say senior royals want nothing to do with reconciliation because they fear any private talk could end up twisted into another headline or documentary moment, which has left Meghan more isolated than ever. And now even her Hollywood circle seems shaky since her shows did not do as well as expected, and the buzz around her name has cooled for Samantha. This all feels like her big moment of vindication, because people are finally taking her seriously, not just brushing her off as bitter. And for those who watch the palace closely, it feels like a Shakespeare play unfolding in real life, with a story built so carefully, starting to fall apart under the weight of receipts, contradictions, and family voices that refuse to stay silent. Whether Meghan finds a way to rebuild her brand or faces a slow decline, one thing is clear: the family drama she thought she could control has spun into a worldwide spectacle, much bigger than anything she imagined. And the wildest part is, this story is nowhere near done, because the next chapter ties everything together and makes the picture even more explosive. So stay tuned.